Today we're getting nostalgic with Shrinky Dinks! We made earrings,
necklaces,
barrettes. The possibilities are endless!
magnets, keychains. That's about it. But you have to wear your hair in a side pony if you're going to do it.
It won't work otherwise. If you guys need one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces for your next outfit, come with us and we'll show you how we made them. For this first shrink film project, we will be making earrings. You'll need a glue gun, flat post earrings, and earring backs, or you can use earring hooks. Shrink film. Here I have matte shrink film and a small piece of 220 or 320 grit sandpaper. If you don't have shrink film, a little hack is to save those plastic to-go containers labeled plastic number 6. This will work similarly to the shrink film. I'm going to start by using the matte shrink film and sanding it using our 220 grit sandpaper. This will rough it up so we are able to color it with colored pencils. After sanding, the shrink film should not have any shiny spots and should look foggy. For the earrings, I want them a bit large, so I printed a few images that are roughly 3 inches in size. I just Googled what image I wanted, followed by the word outline. Here's a size comparison of the images pre and post baking. They end up being about 1/3 the size. I started with the pineapples by tracing the outline in black colored pencil. I suggest keeping a pencil sharpener close by if you color aggressively like I do. Also, with smaller images, it helps to keep the pencil very pointy. Once the outline is complete, you can start to add color. When doing the outline first, you do have to be pretty careful that you color so as to not pull the outline into the color, which can muddy it up a bit. After the image is fully colored, trim around the images. I'm going to start by using scissors, and then because I want to tightly trim around the edges, I'm using an X-Acto knife to clean it up. When cutting in tight corners, I will usually make a few angled cuts that meet in a triangle shape because this plastic is a bit brittle. Now I'm adding some shading to these just to give it a bit more interest. The pineapples are ready to bake, however, I've got a few more images I'd like to do before I turn on the oven. For the cupcakes, I tried a different technique of adding color first and then adding the outline at the end. This feels a little backwards, but you don't have to be so careful not to pull in the black outline. Now that we have a few images colored, let's go bake them. Preheat the oven to 350 and place colored side up on a baking sheet. Once the oven's preheated, place in the oven and keep a close eye on them as it only takes a few minutes to fully shrink them. Don't worry if you see your images curling or flipping, this is normal. However, if they seem like the sides are sticking together, you can manipulate them flat using a butter knife and a spatula. Make sure you flip the images back color side up before pressing flat. Remove from the oven once they've uncurled and are fully flattened and allow a short time to cool. If at this time you notice that any are still curled, place them back in the oven, reheat, and then re-flatten using a spatula. For our cupcakes, we're going to sparkle them up using Mod Podge and some pink glitter. We're also brushing on a coat of Mod Podge over all of our images. This is just to help prevent them from scraping off over time. Now let's turn these plastic pieces into earrings. Place hot glue on the back of flat post earrings and then press down on the back of the image. Be sure to plan where you want the post to be so the earrings sit nice when worn. Add a back and these earrings are complete. Super simple. Next, we're going to make a few necklaces. To make a shrink film necklace, you'll start by coloring the image just as you would with the earrings. However, before baking, you need to add a hole using a hole punch. Depending on the image, you may either simply want one hole or a hole punched on each side of the image. Once the images have been colored, hole punched, and baked, we're ready to add a chain. Using pliers with a wire cutter, snip the chain at the desired length. For the images that have 2 holes punched, we will be using 2 pieces of chain cut at equal lengths. Next, take the needle nose pliers and use them to add a jump ring to both ends of each piece of chain. After this, take one of the pieces of chain and add a clasp onto the jump ring. The last thing we'll need to do is attach the chain to the image. Do this by using the 2 jump rings we previously added to the end of each piece of chain and hook them onto the holes punched in the image. Pinch shut with pliers and you're done. For the images that only have one hole punched, cut a piece of chain the desired length. I find the length by wrapping it around my neck and seeing how long I want my necklace to be. After this, attach a jump ring through the hole found on the image. Feed the chain through the jump ring and then add a jump ring to one end of the chain and a jump ring with a clasp on the other end of the chain. Clip them together and it's finished.
They're great for gifts, great for finding earrings to match your outfit. You can get this film at your local craft store. They have multiple different types, bright white, crystal clear, depending on what you want to use it for.
You can actually be really artistic with it, like your coloring and your shading. And then when it shrinks, it's like a million times better.
Seriously.
No matter what you do, they look better.
No matter how shitty you color.
No matter how shitty you color. The deer one, I just kind of did a scribbly look to it, and it didn't look that great on a larger scale, but then when it shrunk down, it's just like the colors come out better. Everything looks smooth. It just looks really good.
She's an artist, so she's got like an upper hand. She can make the detail just jump off the dink. But I had to add glitter to mine to make it
And
look.
then you shrink the dink.
Did you know Shrinky Dinks were made by 2 mothers in Wisconsin in 1973?
If you guys think of anything else that you can use these for, let us know.
Because we have a billion now.
Yes. We just keep going. They're just everywhere. Michaeline has an earful. I mean, why wouldn't you wear 5? How many do you have in your ear?
4.
Why wouldn't you wear 4 gigantic Shrinky Dink earrings in your ear?
At a time.
At one time. Who wouldn't want to do that?
Don't be crabby. Like and subscribe.
Oh, geez.
If you want to see more cute girls like me, make sure you like and subscribe and watch Amber and Michaeline every week.
It's really, I haven't brushed my hair in a few days. This is what happened.
You didn't have to tell them that.
Wait. The pliers are too obvious. We need something skinnier. We were sitting there and we were like, what's gonna make these shrink? I can't stop laughing.
So trendy. Yes, they're fucking sideways as fuck.
Are they? If you haven't brushed your hair in numerous days, just do it in a side ponytail and say that you're being nostalgic.
If you add the Shrinky Dink barrette, you are. It's true.
If you put that in your hair,
you can have frizzy
people
shit
will
hair.
know.
Nobody wants a Shrinky Dink. Thanks for watching. Don't